Good afternoon. This is Sara Neil, and I am starting out our group presentation for the Career Advising case study on Sam Smythe. Our group consists of myself, Bobby Scott, and Xuan Uribe. For the first part of our presentation, we identified some key issues that Sam Smythe might have been experiencing during the duration of the case study. It's possible that Sam actually was struggling during his first year seminar course because he was focusing on accounting and why that wasn't actually the right fit for him instead of exploring other majors and career possibilities. He could have lacked important information about himself already, different majors and disciplines that are out there, and careers throughout his experience in his freshman seminar course. Sam also explored various careers and majors, but he was still very frustrated and undecided despite that. Sam also has great difficulty making decisions about his future and committing to that major and or career choice, just making a decision and committing to that. Some other key issues that we identified that Sam could have possibly had were the fact that he might have struggled with decision making and keeping commitments outside of careers and majors. This could have just been typical in his everyday life, which would also affect his decision making capabilities in college. He might have had transitional issues. He could have had incorrect assumptions that one major only leads to one career path and not multiple avenues. And he also could be experiencing anxiety and pressure from his family to take part in the family business. Starting with some appropriate theories to consider in this case study, we came up with trait and factor theory. Sam does not have a clear understanding of himself, and utilizing this theory would help him gain self-understanding, learn more about the world of work, and integrate them both. We also have Holland's theory of types. Sam's career choices and career adjustment represent an extension of his personality. And since he's expressed confusion and frustration with his choices, an assessment of his competencies and interests would be beneficial to determine his type. Finally, we have Gottfriedsen's theory of self-creation, circumscription, and compromise. And Sam should consider which career options are compatible with how he views himself, his environment, and his upbringing. He should also be careful to eliminate careers that would not be appropriate for him and would compromise more accessible career options, such as considering working for his family's automotive business.
Another theory we will be using is Super's lifespan career development theory. Super proclaimed that occupational choice should be seen as an unfolding process, not a point in the time decision. Therefore, he proceeded to supplement the trait and factor approach by constructing a comprehensive career theory in which career development is seen as a lifelong process unfolding in a series of developmental stages, and career selection is not a one-shot decision but cumulative outcome of a series of decisions. In relationship to the case study, Super's theory can be used to identify the career development stage and set goals for mastery of tasks unique to each stage. Our last theory is Schlossberg's transition theory. Schlossberg defined a transition as any event or non-event that results in change relationships, routines, assumptions, and roles. Schlossberg identified four major sets of factors that influenced a person's ability to cope with a transition, which are situation, self, support, and strategies, which are also known as the four S's. In relation to our case study, Schlossberg's transition theory can be used because Sam is having issues deciding on a major and a career, which should consider Schlossberg's four S's as a method of assistance. Helpful strategies. Gordon suggests a 3I process for the advising session. which can be repeated over several advising sessions until the student feels confident. Inquire, inform, integrate. Inquire. Sam could have deeper issues related to the decision making and commitment. He needs specialized and individualized attention to encourage retention. Possible questions to ask: what guidance has he received so far about majors and careers? Who are you leaning on to help you make decisions, if any? After reviewing your transcripts, I see that you had some issues with your classes. Can you identify what didn't work for you in those classes and why?
The next step in Gordon's 3I model is to inform. Here we should take the time to help Sam develop in the following areas: to learn about himself, his interests, skills, strengths, and values. This would involve conducting one or more assessments with him and helping guide him through career exploration activities such as the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, Strengths Finder, Holland's Self-Directed Search, Strong Interest Inventory, and ONET Online. We should also take the time to explore majors with him and help him to understand the educational requirements. This would also be a great time to help him eliminate options or reframe them so that he can better integrate the information he has gained into making a decision. The last step of Gordon's 3I model is to integrate. At this step, Sam should be able to make the connections between his personal values and how they can be integrated into his academic and career decision making. Also, at this point, we can evaluate where he is in the process of major and career decision making and determine his next steps. Even though Gordon's 3I model appears to be linear, it is more like a fluid cycle where Sam can flow through integrating his self-awareness with academic information through inquiry and gathering information. We stress that Sam is always allowed to revisit any stage in this cycle. Setting these goals with intent and allowing it to be student-driven will help build Sam's confidence in his major and career decision-making. Possible outcomes from this approach could be that everything works out and Sam moves forward with a career and major that he feels confident about. Or he could keep working on his general education courses to explore majors, even considering gen ed courses offered through a major he is interested in, which would be a no-risk way of exploring a major while earning general education credits. In conclusion, there are so many factors that play into why Sam is undecided, such as family, lack of information, societal pressures, and overwhelming options. He should also be encouraged to keep up with thoughtful planning, critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork, and communication skills, as this journey in helping him to choose a major is a team effort. This concludes our presentation on the career advising case study on Sam Smythe. For this case study, we used Sharf's Applying Career Development Theory to Counseling, 6th edition, and Gordon, Habley, and Greit's Academic Advising, a Comprehensive Handbook, 2nd edition. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. Have a great day.